Hello Anna, it's Thursday, July 22nd. I've moved my camera and I'm back in the Snuggie. I just felt like doing something new today because I'm sort of doing something new today, and what I'm talking about today, sort of something new thing that I'm trying, is talking about something that is both actually important to me and not actually very important at all. And of course, when I say that, the only thing I could possibly be talking about is a TV show. And I don't know if you're aware of the TV show on ABC Family called Pretty Little Liars. There's still a lot of issues that I have with that show. Now, some of the problems that I have with the show Pretty Little Liars on ABC Family are kind of minuscule. And for instance, most of the main actors are really just terrible at their jobs, and also a lot of the dialogue is really cheesy. The problem that I have with Pretty Little Liars that offends me as a scientist is that they sit there in chemistry class and all of their beakers are full of this like colored liquid stuff. Almost nothing you work with in a chemistry lab is anything other than clear, with the exception of things like potassium permanganate, which are purple. When you add an acid-base indicator like phenolphthalein to a solution so that you can see what pH it is without actually testing for it. But I digress. Another small problem I have with the show is that the girls all dress ridiculously ritzy. I get that they're all supposed to be like rich girls or something, but who wears clothes like that out in the woods? And then of course there's the question of the really terribly done product placement. One of the bigger small problems that I have with the show involves the character Allison. Allison is dead, which has nothing to do with the problem that I have with Allison. The problem is that every time there's a flashback and one of the four main girls remembers Allison does nothing but be a total jerk to everybody else in the scene. Allison is Regina George without the subtlety. It's just like, why were you friends with her? In this week's episode, one of the girls actually says, Allison just had a way of making you feel really special. And I was like, really? Did she? Because I didn't see any of that. Maybe you should remember some of that where we can see it, and then we'd maybe sympathize with the dead girl. All of these little problems pale in comparison to the two big problems that I have with this show. First of all, there's a situation involving the character Spencer. Spencer is a 16-year-old girl along with the other three main characters. Some of them might be 17, I don't know. I think they're supposed to be sophomores in high school, though. They're probably juniors. That's neither here nor there. Basically, Spencer is either a 16 or 17-year-old girl with an older sister who is a total ice queen. The older sister brings home her fiance, who ends up hitting on Spencer, and they get caught with him kissing Spencer. And so everyone just gets mad at Spencer. And her entire family is at all concerned with the fact that this guy who was at least 22 years old and probably as old as 24 was like totally preying on their 16 or 17-year-old daughter. I just am so concerned that these are the family values today, that everyone just gets mad at the drama and not at, oh hey, you're only 16, why was he kissing you in the first place? The biggest problem that I have with this show involves the character Aria and her own romantic relationship. Aria is 16 or 17 years old, and she has started a romantic relationship with her teacher. Granted, when she first met the teacher, it was not at school, it was before school had started, and she lied to him about how old she was, and she didn't know he was a teacher. A couple days later, she goes to school, realizes he's her teacher, and then they continue the relationship, which is disgusting. The thing that bothers me the most is that the show totally paints him as a heroic character. He is standing up for love, and really what he's doing is just standing up for lust and, you know, being a sexual predator for, you know, 7, 8 episodes into it, he finally starts, like, actually fighting off Aria's advances. I mean, hello, you're 16 and he's 26, and that's messed up, and that offends me as a teacher slash future teacher. Now, don't get me wrong, there are a couple of good things about this show. The actress who played Gypsy on Gilmore Girls actually plays a gypsy in the Homecoming episode, so that's cool. The theme song is incredibly catchy, although a little bit creepy. But I don't really think those two good things are enough to redeem all of the bad things about the show. And for some reason, I still can't stop watching it. So Anna, there you go. I guess I just have terrible taste in TV shows, or maybe I have some sort of morbid curiosity about, you know, how everything ends up ending up. Gonna go ahead and go, and I will see you next time.